Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of As Pets Palace TV. The first question is, what is your favourite thing to do with your pets? Now, I really dislike cleaning my pets. I like to spend time with them whilst cleaning them. I just don't really like getting out all the mess, and yeah, it's not really the most enjoyable part of owning pets. So my favourite part is probably cuddling them and playing with them. I like to play with Jasper a lot because he's really funny and he likes to chase things, and I like to snuggle up with the guinea pigs because they're really relaxing and they're just so cute and cuddly. She also asks, why did you name your guinea pigs what they are named? Well, I'll start off with Pudsey, and I named Pudsey because Pudsey was the area we got him from. Next we have Bramley, and I named Bramley that because we also got him from a place called Bramley. Roller was called Roller because he has like this gingery browny colour on his back, which is kind of like the caramel inside a Rolo, like all the chocolate stuff. So that's where his name comes from. Ruby is because she's like, the ginger just reminded me of like Ruby, I don't know why, so we called her Ruby. Oreo because obviously she's black and white, and I think that's quite a common guinea pig name, but I just thought it was too cute not to have, so she's called Oreo. And Millie is actually the only one we don't have a reason for naming, we just kind of decided to call her Millie. The next question is by Charlotte, and she asks, what type of pets would you not want? This is quite tricky. I don't really dislike many animals or pets, but I think I wouldn't like a dog because you'd obviously have to walk them daily and probably more than once a day, and I think they are very high maintenance pets, so probably wouldn't be able to own them because I wouldn't have the time to look after them, and I probably would just give up on walking it. So yeah, I wouldn't want a dog. And what else? I don't think I'd want a rat really, and I think rats are really cute until you get to the tails. I just can't really handle the tails. I think they just make me a bit squeamish, so yeah. Next question is, how do you make fleece bedding stay in place? I don't advise using fleece because it's not natural for guinea pigs, and basically whenever I see guinea pigs on fleece, or when I have owned them on fleece before because I was trying it out, they just wanted to run to the little litter tray, which couldn't fit all 4 of them in, and they'd just sit in there and they'd stay in there and they wouldn't want to leave the litter tray which had the bedding in. So I just altogether think that they prefer to use bedding fleece, more natural. So yeah, I don't use fleece. I can't really advise you on how to get it to stay in place. You could put lino underneath it, or you could put newspaper underneath it just to make it less slippy and get it to grip a bit more. But if you want to stop them going underneath it, you could also put lots of toys on top so they can't lift the weight from the fleece because it's got lots of toys on top and they can't get underneath it. So that's another thing that you could do. Next question is it hard for you to take care of all your animals? Yes, it is. It's a big commitment, and like I've said in previous videos, I have to clean these guys out every single day, which is quite a big commitment. But to be fair, it does only take like half an hour to an hour some days, it just depends on what I'm doing. But I will always like spot clean their cages, where I just remove all the mess and the things that are like they need to come out and they stink. So I don't disinfect them very oftenly because I do remove their urine and faeces every single day. So yeah, it's quite a big commitment. And I also have a cat and I have to play with him a lot, but I don't mind because he's just like, he's worth all the effort. So yeah, they are quite hard to take care of, but it's definitely worth it. And if you take a request on videos, then can you make a video on your routine about your guinea pigs, which I am uploading very shortly. They also ask, what brands do you recommend? I recommend Burgess Excel because they have very good quality foods, and a company called dustfreehay.co.uk because they have really good quality hay, and that's essential for your guinea pigs, so yeah. And I like a lot of brands of like toys, but I don't have any on my mind. I just like Woodlands brands because they're really natural, and just any natural toys and stuff. I don't really have a specific brand which I will always go to, but yeah, definitely with the food, Burgess Excel and dustfreehay.co.uk. Pet Lover 2002 asks, where did you get the piggies? I got the pigs from Pets at Home, the first 3, and then I stopped because I found out that it's not good to get your guinea pigs from pet shops. There are many adoption centres which need forever homes, and they have nowhere to go. They just have like a room shown with loads of other guinea pigs, and although they were being looked after well, they like needed a new forever home, so definitely recommend getting them from rescue shelter. So I got Ruby, Millie and Oreo from Pets at Home, and then I got Pudsey and Brownlee from a rescue shelter in Leeds, which has closed down now unfortunately. And I got Rolo also from Brownlee's KB Rescue. Holly Walker asks, what's the best make for hay, toys and food? So I've mentioned this in like every single video that I've made, but Dust Free Hay would be what I use all the time because it's just like really good quality, smells delicious, and even though I don't eat hay, it just smells nice, and if I was a guinea pig I would definitely love that hay, and it's got a really great colour to it, which means it's great quality, and I do recommend that. Toys would be the more natural toys, the ones that are like tunnel shaped or like hideaway shaped. They need lots of houses, and they don't particularly want toys like to play with. They kind of just want to use them to like shelter underneath or hide away from people. So I do recommend the Naturals or the Woodlands brand because they have many great natural toys for guinea pigs which they can also chew on, which is great for their teeth. And food is basically just Burgess XL guinea pig nuggets. Casper's Pet Shed asks, what made you want to start YouTube? What made me want to start YouTube was seeing other people's videos and wishing that I had a channel of myself and like that I could share all my pets with, and I just kind of wanted everyone else to see like how I took care of my pets, and I just thought the way I did it was a bit different, and I thought it might be interesting just to share it with everyone. So that's another thing that inspired me other than my parents. Next question is, what did you put at the bottom of the cage? At the bottom of the cages I have lino, and this lino is basically, well, some of it's from the floor in this room, and lino is like really good to clean. It's super easy, and I actually have it on these shelves right here. I'm not sure if you can see, but I've done a guinea pig cage tour and you'll be able to see on that, so if you're interested you can have a look. George's Hamsters asks, how did you bond with your guinea pigs? And I honestly don't really know. I just spent lots of time with them. I always talked to them before I approached them, so they knew it was me. It's just basically a case of time and like getting them used to you, because if they get used to your scent and like what you look like and what you sound like, then they will know who you are, and they can also associate you with food. So if you're the one that feeds them in the morning and you're the one that like gives them hay at night and all these sorts of things, they all add up, and then the guinea pig will just associate with you with food, and because they love food they will most likely love you. So Jasmine asks, how do you hold a guinea pig that bites or stop it biting? Well, I've never had this experience before. I think it's kind of a bit unnatural for a guinea pig to bite, really. Well, you should probably wash your hands every time you're going to see a guinea pig, so your hands smell the same and they don't get confused of who you are, because if they don't know who you are they're going to be a bit like shocked, aren't they? So you just need to wash your hands every time you approach them, talk to them softly when you're entering, don't like shout or anything, and just make sure they recognise your voice, and then you can just approach them and try stroking them a few times before picking them up, and make sure you're holding them the correct way. I have a video on how to hold a guinea pig, so if you want to, I think you've already commented on that video, but if you're holding it the correct way, then there's no reason why it should be biting you. I guess you could hand feed it some veggies or something like that, so then they understand that you're only trying to be nice and you're not trying to be scary or threatening them. Animal Lover 101 asked me, how old are your piggies? I've had my guinea pigs for about 2 years, and when I got Ruby and Millie they were only a few weeks old, so they will be about 2 years old now. We got Oreo shortly afterwards, so she will be about the same age. When we got Rolo, he was already a year old, so I think he's about 2.5 years old now. And the boys were, well, this is just a rough estimate, but when we adopted them, we got told that they were around about 2 years old, so now they will probably be about 3 years old or 3.5 years old, around about that, but I don't think they're that old. The next question is, I already have 2 guinea pigs and I was wondering, how can I convince my mum to let me get another guinea pig? I used to have 2 guinea pigs, and the reason why I got another one was just because my 2 females were not getting along brilliantly. They were always arguing. Well, Ruby was trying to like become boss of Millie, and I know they take their time to sort out dominance, but it was just going on too long, so that's the reason why I got my 3rd one. But if you were going to convince your mum, you could just say that guinea pigs are much more interesting as a herd, and they're like so more interactable, and they prefer to be in bigger groups than smaller groups. So you could just say some facts like that and say that it'd be much more like enjoyable for them, and they would like much more enjoy being a part of a big herd. So you could just say that to her, and I hope that works. Picture Perfect Pigs asked, how did you bond with your pigs? I think I've already answered this question, but I'll just do it again. So what I've been doing, like when I got my guinea pigs, I was getting them out every day, handling them, cuddling them. Even if they were a little shy, you just need to get them into the routine of holding them so they understand like how like they'll be picked up and everything, because everyone has a different way of picking up guinea pigs and they will have a different grip. So if it's going to be you holding them all the time, then you need to get them used to how your hand feels and how like you pick them up and your sense and like what you sound like. So basically bonding with your guinea pig is just like getting them to know you a bit better. So Piggy Lover 247 asked, can piggies eat Cheerios? No, guinea pigs cannot eat Cheerios. They're full of absolute rubbish foods and they're really unsuitable for guinea pigs, so don't ever try and give your guinea pig a Cheerio. Just stick to the things that are marketed as guinea pig food. I don't really know why you want to feed your guinea pig a Cheerio, but there you go. Freya said, how did you tame your guinea pigs so well? And this is just a case of spending time with them, cuddling them, and just like, if they're lonely all day, then they're going to be a bit upset. So if you can get them like another friend or something, then they'll be more like nice, and then they probably won't be as shocked when you come to see them because they've already been with another guinea pig all day, and they'll feel a bit more comfortable. So yeah, you just want to like get them used to you, and I can't really think of any other things to say apart from what I've already said before, like feeding your guinea pigs, just spending loads of time with them, and just making them feel comfortable in the home that they live in. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers, and I hope you enjoyed this video and I helped with your questions, and I will see you in my next video, which will probably be a daily guinea pig routine, so keep your eyes open for that one, and I will see you later. Bye guys!